Hello everyone, this is Shiny Noctowls, and today I figured to play some more Final Fantasy 14 for you guys. It's been fun so far, kind of streaming the last few days. Yeah. See if you guys can hear me. Yeah, it's fine enough now. Alright, let's continue here. I think we're about halfway in the game right now, I'd have to imagine. There might be another 8 to 9 streams, or maybe 10, but I'm thinking more so 8 to 9 streams before we get to the end of the MSQ. Or 7.0 rather. Oh no. Fun's speaking with Peshik while several cutscenes. Okay. Welcome back, and I may congratulate you and local mods for victory in the Rite succession. It is our great honor to host the comrades of our future Dawn servant. This great trans journey has doubtless left you fatigued. Please relax and enjoy your stay. Sometime later. Surprised to see me, I suppose it's only natural. Yeah, come in. I haven't properly thanked you. That my sister was able to realize her potential was a testament to the quality of her traveling companions, particularly you. For that, you have my heartfelt gratitude. All you did is you might have in my position. My primary business in calling to deliver a message from Lama T, as you will well know, after the Ascension ceremony, she will officially take the mantle of Dawn Servant. She has expressed a desire for you to accept a post within her administration, while making no mention to me. You needn't decide immediately, my sister broached the matter for you again after the ceremony. Whether you continue to assist Lama T or not is up to you. That is all, if you'll excuse me. She might have forgotten. Oh, could be a surprise. Yeah, I've become someone irreplaceable to her as her brother. I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. Believe me when I say that I hope you will stay by her side. Thus it arrived. The day of the Dawn Servant Ascension ceremony. They really all are?
What a crowd! As befits the changing of Dawn servants.
I lag a little bit with all the NPCs here, but...
It's starting.
The Dawn Servant!
Look! He's here!
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least.
People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence. For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn servants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph in the City of Gold.
Slamati?
My daughter, Wuklamat. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tuliholal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors. And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude to know when to push through and when not to push your luck. From the Moblins and their artisans, I gained insight into the power of creativity, that it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works. And in Kozamauka, I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we remembered.
Boy. It's the logo.
I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Bibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community. For we are all Turali.
There you go.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle. Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tuliholol I don't know. Places I haven't seen, and people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness. Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your happiness is my happiness!
There you go.
I say mine, but the Dawn Servant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
Oh,
Dear, what is she doing?
Yeah. My father led Tuliyollal to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my one head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better, I'll need someone else. Someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack. So what do you say? Be Dawn Servant with me, Kona?
there you go. Second promise. Segundo prometo. Promeso.
Lamachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn Servant.
You'll have no objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north. I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect. My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives and generations. With your blessing, I vow to help Tuliyollal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister, to give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
Glad this didn't go to waste. This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tulihyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud. Of course you knew. It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
Oh, tragic tidings.
I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen. Planning the Rite was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease. And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard. But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself. Though not quite to the original script, your new Dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolol.
I wonder where Zeralja is. Zeralja. Well, Wuklamat was brilliant up there, wasn't she? The path to the second promise was surprising, but between the two, then I dare start our new Dawn swords would be capable of anything. Future Tuliolol is bright indeed. Earlier in Yoctal.
Changes in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
There you go. Probably Zoralia. Pokemon has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed, even as she moved the people with her heartfelt words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity, as evidenced by her nomination of Kona as fellow Dawn servant. As soon as sudden as it was, I'd like to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could have done far worse. Kona completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Pokemon secure victory. Look forward to seeing how Tilly Yola will prosper under her care. Everyone, thank you for coming. I could see you all perfectly from up there. That was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. Familia, so like my family does, I'd like you to call me Lama T. Try to pronounce it correctly. But don't worry about that. However you say, I know it will be with love. If we do mispronounce it, please correct us, but it would be my honor to call you Lama T. Mine as well. Indeed, consider us your heirs and cousins if such a notion appeals to you. Heirs and cousins, it's a little embarrassing, not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who's visiting for the occasion. Could you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Gem? Wonderful. Come and meet me outside the winged walk then. Ready, let's go. Our first stop is Auntie's Tacos, and not just for a snack, I promise we'll keep you. Mobly should be there. Dawn Servant will Clamont. Words cannot well express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. No need for formalities, and still seem of me. Alright then, I shall go formalities. Or if I cannot, your Dawn Servant too respectful it is to address you by your due title. As Dawn Servant, I'm warning you not to bother with formalities. Alright then, I won't bother anymore. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping Clamont become Dawn Servant Gem. Local opinions in our community may have been divided, but Dawn Servant's ascension presents us all for prime opportunity. This is why I convince everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. Wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. If you like the sound of the sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. It's all so good to see all of you again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. Feet of Wreath and Feet of Gold were my first true trust as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the Rite of Succession before fully understood its importance. Now you've given me a taste for celebrating culture. I can't wait to see what Tuliyola has to offer in Dawntrail, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as tutor should you desire them. Think of no better instructor, I'll be sure to bring Kona as well. Your duties as Dawntrail will be plentiful, but don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana next season. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. When I've made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you all about my biggest sales. And I look forward to it. I've been personally attending to your alpaca's care. There we hope to see you at the ranch again. Tell me my fluffy, spit-filled friend that Wuklamut will visit soon. Anyway, you have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Ponjon Ten around here, have you? A tall, slim fellow with long, pointy ears? Saw a man matching that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy. Company of a moblin and apparently a boy, if I remember correctly. Said Bevy got it. Enjoy the festivities, everyone, and the tacos. Citizens, behold the High Luminary of all, no doubt you have seen one of his station or his stature. Look at your servant. Gem, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey until Yolal isn't a short one. A long road worth the travel to congratulate new Dawn servants. Here the head of reason has brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. The accolades of his day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary Knight attend on behalf of Warlord Zeko. Had our people come in mass, we would have been an obstruction. Nonsense, you're always welcome, all of you. You're saying always anyone's. Glad to see you hail and whole, Gem. Though I know little of the particulars, I can only imagine your latest venture has been long and colorful. Glorious. Glorious, yes, Arcoides. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember. Here we stand, celebrating the ascension of your claimant. When my journey began, I thought only preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the feat of pots, the feat of proof, and the feat of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. Being able to live together in safety and happiness, that was what my father envisioned for this nation. With the Tulio law, as the Tulio law, I want for you all. So I promise this as Dawn's servant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits and Kuza, Uka, and the Yakoi of Jarwagur Sultan. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Jarwagur come to accept your peace. Their beliefs have stood for millennium, while not easily shifted, now are they immutable. While I can be pretty determined they'll come around and eventually, mark my words. And vouch for the efficiency of such determination thanks to the Moblin's hospitality to rediscover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now like the living is secure, the village overflows with You'll smile. Such cooperation between help hands and pots warrants the very spirit of a healthy pot pack. Partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. There are some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Unmilrook. Oh, the Shabralrux. Some below. The Clim Sands, thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. You honor us with a personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. I know that my title may have changed, but I'm still just Wuklamut. More than just, I'd say, you have grown to a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so, but big events like this might make me wonder, you know, what my birth parents might say if they knew. Imagine they would say that it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, passionate woman you have become. I owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I told Bukla Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person. We marched off wondering something about not being able to face you just yet. Boyd needs purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family's there for him. That we are, Srelcha. By the by, have you seen Keteram anywhere, or Tankwa, that is? Keteram was a strange name, if a bit exotic. I followed upon him before leaving Mammoth, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. First Promise was notably absent as well, though I assumed he had a hard time to salve his injured pride. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed Papa. My victory was quite a shock to him. As for Tankwa, I am sure he's around here somewhere, right? Appear when we least expect him. You best be going. Relax, enjoy, make yourselves at home, and come and visit us anytime. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let's return to the others in the Winged Walk. You have business with me out. Oh, no. Oh, sending you more meat for tomorrow, so you have to a little more about you than most. If you're dead set on devoting yourself to Dawn Hunt, I should let you know a little more about it in order to begin. Oh, I see. This is for the next hunt. Okay. I might say at the beginning, but it's hard to point a pin exactly when that was, even before Conan bought this system of marks and bills over from yours or people who were hunters. Not just for food, but for safety, hunting down those ill-made monstrosities whose very existence was immiscible to our own. Intending to obstruct or harm. It's for that very purpose that the Vipers came to be the finest hunters to all banded together, not only their skills from the blades and bow, their lives stalking and slaying their fiends. First, we are no more than a fellowship of like-minded folk who take it upon themselves to deal with any danger they caught wind of. It was only after Gula Judge united to roll under the Dawnserver's crown that our role as protectors of the realm was made official. Commissions started pouring in from Yasu Lani to Yaktel, but we didn't have the numbers to answer them all. That's when going up proposed we bring in the system using the Overseer. Only adventurers and mercenaries to handle the threats we couldn't. The point to this little history lesson it's this. Many folks joined the hunt seeking adventure, glory, or fortune, but from the very beginning, whenever that was, been about one thing and one thing alone. Protecting those who can't protect themselves. Don't forget that. One more request that I make of every Viper chained under me. Don't get yourself killed. We hunt to save lives, not to throw them away for no good reason. I reckon that's enough moralizing from me for one day. It's about time I head back to Yakta. Come drop by if you're in the area. Okay. Yeah, let me clear that quest and then. Back already, are you? Did tell you everything you needed to know. But here we don't hunt to kill, we hunt to live. Remember that and you'll be fine. Speaking of, I take the opportunity of the ledger, or could sacred me marks now. Good. Look. Welcome back. I hope you didn't rush on our account.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about. I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulihiola with me. I'm not forcing you, of course, but should you wish it, you'll always have a place here. Ah, that's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shaktural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see. An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
Why don't you come with us? Well, now you're really Dawn Servant, but...
I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn Servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
What about the rest of you?
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamook, we were reminded of a profound truth, that is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the Rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it. And by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tuliyolal as well.
By all means. Your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
That's the plan.
Of course. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
Of course.
Then perhaps we could travel together?
Yes.
The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
Right, I'll be back. Just gonna clean my controller a wee bit. I'm back. Sorry. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Axelroll. You have your permit, yes, packed and ready. No last minute stops to make before we leave. Forgive me, I'm afraid traveling for new Dawntrail may have scarred me for life. Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky deep Senute. Going to the US now. The southwest, more specifically. Oh, there he is. Oh no, he must have gotten the other keystones from our friend, Keteram. This is the gate to the Golden City. Decades ago, your father made me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the salt, petitioning the study of this place. What he discovered was something that the Dawn Servant feared enough to seal away forever, or so we thought, until the Rite's objective became the City of Gold. To think that Tonqua would be entrusted with safekeeping. Had I known that our mode would carry a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves with those tiresome feats. Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall attain your birthright. So you say, yet the new Dawn Servant succeeded where I could not. Taking that throne would be no easy task. Resilient son underestimates his own potential. There is no need for worry. Liberate the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. You'll gain all you were denied. The Rite, your father's shade, those bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future, promise open the gate, become the ruler you were destined to be. Oh boy. It's working. Some there can hear me. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could, alas, the gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession connect us. Then you're the guardian of the city's great power. Do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge you possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds. Is that so? Oh boy. Aha, aha. Oh no. Fascinating. Name your price, and for my desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, resilience and rises together shall create a nation worthy of our rule. Ooh, struck him down. Promise, why? Struck his own comrade. Useless tools cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. Did you wish put in exchange? He'll probably have to forfeit his life. Sounds like. Long road to Dawntrail, ready to get underway. Then present your travel pass to that guard and let us be off. We won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Dawntrail is a wonder in its own right. The gate is barred to all save those who express permission from one of the Dawn Servants. Signed by Val Wuklamot herself. My apologies, sir, if you wait here just a moment. Gates opening. Southwest, here we come.
Shall we then?
The upper parts of Turtle Island.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun
Shalom.
guides in the Shatona tongue. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered. Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel, each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Shalone. Chapter all. Interesting.
My home, Yasolani, lies past Shaloni. It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
Let's see.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
There's the buffalo. Short on Rupnik. Afraid so, if one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need to, then you'll have to wait. Nuke have been acting strangely of late, more easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable, picking out a few fit for repentance proven by some work. Excuse me. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either, but much has changed since last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. So the train station isn't far, seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. About that, sir, as well traveled as you look, it's not only the unique that's been giving us trouble. Other wildlife has shown signs of aggression too. Merchants should return soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do. I'll see you both on Renuk for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Actually, I may be a little concerned. Otherwise, you should glad to see at least one of you have got some sense. Enjoying this, aren't you? Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time there while waiting. Take it you're heading to Husatiwi. Have a friend bring the Runique over there. Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, huh? Alrighty. Wait. It's right there. Last time I was here was a little more than a camp with a shop or 3. What's famous? Let's see here.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Oh, here we go. There's wanted posters.
Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the Deputy Chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still kicking up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat? Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine! If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Where's Sinia?
Is that?
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What? Hey!
What are you doing, Zekua? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
El Dorado.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
Going wherever the winds blow, eh?
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
Much as I'd love to strike a deal with you, I'm afraid. Okay. No sooner do we set out than we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. The Such Watch has their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all the suites, big or small, were sold by dueling. People of Shalone rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to sell differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives, though, encourages parties to peaceful relations in roundabout fashion. This watch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace being enforced through the formal rule of law. Reasonable stands all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, Landsguard before step in. Our freedom they have now would be lost under Zeralja's authority. Would have been lost under Zeralja's authority. All of which is to say that unless a lengthy stay in a jailhouse that appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. What I'm just thinking about, I might see if I can get all the ether currents here, and then we can do the quest. I should like to think the stableman has arrived with a Renok by now. I'll go on ahead to check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. Well, actually, no, I think we can do the starting quest, and then we can get the ball rolling, as it were. Situated near the Tuliyola trailhead, this settlement was originally built as a supply depot to facilitate the exploration and development of the Shalone wilderness. Times passed, however, new saloon and other entertainments ruined the local cerulean miners. In a few short years, the depot has become a thriving trading post. Now, what am I supposed to do? Say you struck a rather imposing figure. Can I ask you a favor of you? A few of our regulars have gotten a little too deep in their cups and all their commotion is starting to turn away customers. You refuse to leave. There's not much more I can do without stirring up trouble. Someone as intimidating as you, on the other hand, could get away with a great deal. In fact, I'd wager you douse them with water and they'd sooner go home than lift a finger against you. There's well not too far from here if you'd be willing to try and sober them up. Not from here, from around here, are you? Maybe folks won't take notice if I send a stranger instead. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I have a package I need delivered here to the saloon. Nothing unsavory, mind, but I need to kept safe from curious eyes and prying eyes. To be willing to help a desperate soul in need, make for Tulliola Trailhead. A merchant should be there waiting, hopefully somewhere out of sight. Okay. There's something particular looking for. I've been known to carry rare bauble or two. Okay. See how much it goes for. Welcome, friend. This here's what we look after the town's Ronik, but I'm guessing you already knew that. I take it your being here means you've taken an interest in these jungle giants. We use them for moving wagons, just about everything really. I don't know what we do without them. Say, how would you like to feed one of them? No need to be shy. Take this and try giving it to the one right here. Poor thing was sick, but they're on the mend, and we could do with a little food. By appearances, they're easily frightened. If they shy away from you, recommend a quick pat and scratch behind the ear first. Okay? Give me a moment. You see something here? Give me a moment. Alright, let's see here. Bro. Despite the delicious feed in your hand, the Runique shies away from you. Perhaps they'll warm up to you after a quick pat. Bro. Runique wags its tail as it leans into your hand. It seems to have taken a liking to you. Runique turns its head. It seems to have no interest in your feed. Doesn't even matter. Only, well, that's no good. They need to if they're going to get better. And all else fails, the Runique never turns down a generous helping of corn. Maize. I keep a bag in the word maize as well. I wonder if that's where maize came from, the word maize. I keep a bag in the cart there for just an occasion. See if they won't take a bite. Here. Nick's eyes light up as it happily munches on the corn. I see they rediscovered their appetite. Good. The Runique do so much for us. It's only right we keep them healthy and happy. The head sower in particular regard the Runique with great reference. I wonder if they're referencing the Lakota. Call the beast Het Soul, meaning leader of souls, in the Het Sower language. They look to the Runique for guidance in a great many things, and they even migrate together. Around this time of year, you'd like to find them around Lake Toiri. If you'd like to learn more about the Runique, you could do worse than pay them a visit. Oh, let me help. See here? Can't say I've seen you here before. Traveler passing through, I take it. Before you set off, would you be willing to lend me a hand? Simple thing, really. Just a small delivery of no pails of tuna. Take these to Naka 10 at the saloon and Sana Nawa by the Runique stables. When you're finished, come back here and I'll see if I can't put together a little something for your troubles. Treat them well. Buffalo, the Runique. Hey dude, do you know what time it is? I suppose it doesn't matter. But what was that for? Damn it, now I need to go and get changed. It's funny. Well, welcome friend, if you're looking to wet your whistle, I've got just the thing. Why, this is the no pills and tuna order. I certainly was expecting you to be the one to deliver it. If you've never tried them, I highly recommend it. Removing the needles can be something of a hassle, but no pills can be used for all sorts of cooking. The tuna can be used for desserts if you peel them, or squeezed to make the juice. Thank you for the quick delivery. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't pay you to talk. Now go and get my drink. Alright, you. Bugger me for Renuk's horn. That's cool. What are you trying to do? Drown me? I'm tired for this. I'm going home. Come on, don't be shy. Just follow the rhythm and let your hips do the rest. Hey, where are you? I was just warmed up. Oh gods, what time is it? That boss will kill me if I'm late again. Saw the whole thing, thank you so much. They can get carried away sometimes after a few drinks, but they're good folk. Hunters and railroad workers, a lot of them, as are most of the people who pass through here. For a long grueling day, they'll often stop by and unwind for a good spell. It's only when they get a little too comfortable that it starts to become a problem. Problem for another day. Thanks to you. I know it's not much, but I'd like you to have this after all your help. It's the least I can offer. Gods, am I thirsty. For me, from the saber-tender farmer, his timing is impeccable as always. Water laden as they are, no pleas and tunas can be lifesavers when you're traveling about the wilds. Lucky for me, they make great food for Renique as well. My thanks for the delivery, sir. Something you need. Naki Ten, he sent you, did he, all this trouble not gonna be asked to has to pick it up. Alright, I guess that's how they speak, you know. Well, it's his money and a rather hefty sum at that. For this beauty all the way from Orcopacha, you'd be understandably cross for anything that happens to the crate, so just be careful. Okay. Oh boy. Where's it? Oh, shoot. I think it's up here. Wait. Oh, wait, is it here? Oh, here. I got it. It's done then. Good, good. You can't tell anyone, but that package is a bottle of premium Pelu Pelu Mezcal. Oh, I have Mezcal here. You can find Mezcal aplenty in Zactorol, and I personally never thought much of this stuff until the Pelu Pelu changed things. But the story goes that a Pelu Pelu merchant visited one of their distilleries and complained about the poor quality of the wares and got it by an insult. The other was fit to throw him out. Now they tried the merchant's Mezcal. It wasn't long before the Pelu Pelu way of distilling was adopted and refined, and for me it was love at first sip. If anyone were to see me here for a bottle, I'd be empty before I could pour myself a glass. Thanks to you, I'll be relaxing this evening with my favorite drink. Here, a little something for your troubles. Oh boy. Good thing you didn't throw him out, Zor. Your empty hands tell me you finished making deliveries. And what did you think, seeing that the relation for delivery of fresh soba tender piqued your interest, or maybe even worked up your appetite? Rarely find it eaten elsewhere outside of the wilds, but someday I hope to share the joys of soba tender cuisine with all who all know the world. Far-fetched dream, perhaps, but so long as travelers like yourself happen to be passing through there, that's one more person I can reach. Next time your stomach growls with hunger, I hope you'll consider answering fresh soba tender. Alright, settled up. Friend, I take it. Sorry to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Runique, which is why I have to ask that you stop at Shishi Nawezi Springs. It's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dust Watch dealt with this banditry? Kameki and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang, rounding them up. It's all easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you want to take care of it. Thanks for your warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then, I'm ready to set off. You'll see it on your way. We'll see you on your way. Ready, then set off. Your friend seems to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. There's a buffalo, or there's a Ronique. Cool. This is your first time, so let's take it slow. Take care not to let it toss you. I continue to be struck by how much Shalom has changed. That town we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. Few reliable opportunities for replenish water supplies, travelers turn to non-pilot tenders. Not just for the water in their stems, mind. Foods are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. Oh, from the cactus. I see. That makes sense. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it is brimming with ceruleum. Eruption of flames from within make us for a spectacle, barring cautionary tales of people who wander too close. The Wallaki, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. There's a discussion for another time we're here. Good thing for these Runique. No sooner did we dismount that the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short and Runique. Now then. This is Shishinez was Springs, perhaps busiest city here in Shillong. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. Change came to Sitawi, surprisingly enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time for the next train departs. Don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Iata is her name, and if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she will never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled across about Tyrol. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In that case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. So here. Oh, there's a bomb over there. Let me ether from not too far away. Let's see if I can die into the other. No idea. So here. Right. Oh, there's the teepees up ahead. Let's see what they call it in Shocktorol. On here. I think that's Parariana? Yona? Some alligators. This reminds me a lot of Florida with alligators, but I guess alligators are also like in Louisiana and I guess parts of Texas too, so... Storm's picking up. Oh, wait. Must be a way... Wait, oh, I see. I know where it is now. This one is... Right. Oh, perfect. South. Southwest. Almost got all the ether currents and alone. $100. Oh boy. Maybe it's in this cave. What's that? I guess they call it a canyon, yes. Oh yeah, wow. I wonder if this is connected to Chaco Canyon, which is I think it's also in the southwest too. Oh, there it is. Woke up plenty of theories about what these images mean. Something through a record of what our ancestors saw in their day-to-day lives. Others think they might depict another world completely. All I know is that my wife used to love coming here to look at them. That's the only thing that matters to me. Okay. Brought all the currents, at least that you can get regularly. The rest are going to be through quests. Yes, I'm Mayate, and who might you be? He's my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is. Helena. Aaronville, yes. Man, growing, you were such a darling little thing as a child. It's only been 3 years since last we spoke. Really, only 3. I suppose all it starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Ayate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Ellen Shep. Yeah. Is that what they call you here? Alright, I was born Ellen Shepya. I adopted a new name when I became a cleaner. But I hear the Eastern Viera Convention so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nonetheless, I would appreciate it if you would continue using my chosen name. The homecoming, you know. I've been thinking of paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It'd be good to see Kasiwa again. He's a fine archer, I know. Ellen Shepya is my other mentor. Every time drop by, she treated us to a veritable feast, prepared a fresh game she hunted herself. You're impressive with the bow too, Ayate, even among the Shitona. Well, I wouldn't compare to Kasiya, but her skills at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Gula Judge's traveling companions after all. She's always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across the world lit a fire in her. Even after Ellen Shepya was born, I often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Ayate, please. Well, we're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You come when you prove you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City, El Dorado. Despite my best efforts, all paths lead nowhere. To me it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. It was real when we found it. Found it. It's part of the Rite succession. I assumed everyone had heard. It's amazing. Oh, she'll be thrilled. Eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. I gave my best to Kasiya. Help, I need help. Let's see. What's that about? Investigate, please wait here. No doubt these are infamous local bandits. Perhaps you have to... Please, you have to help. We've been robbed. It's Namika, Wuklamot's nursemaid. Nerville, Gem. Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, we won't live to regret it. Oh yeah? Hold on, did he say this is Wuklamot's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss, we'll deal with this. Please, you have to give it back. Went after Namika, the lot I leave to you. Cocky bastard, I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. Oh no. We can deal with them later. First we need to put this one in the dirt. Alright, let's do this. Almost. Yani. You're fun. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Bandits managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they're headed. You say they stole something from you. Bracelet was a parting gift from Wuklamat. I see it close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. What brings you all this way? The Rite succession ended and Wuklamat crowned the next Dawnservant. She was ready to stand on her own. I told her as much of my plans to return home to Yawasulani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. Filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, and now it's gone. Would have let them take every point up to my name if only they had left me that bracelet. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. We're getting that bracelet back. Please, you must pay yourself in harm's way for my sake. I can assure you no harm will come to us. Jim will make certain of that. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps it should come as well to be sure all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuklamat put so much faith in you both. For anything else, let's see her back to Shishi Neweza Spring. She'll be safer in town, and with Latte there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. Let me help. It's been several moons since reviled outlaw, bastard, brigand, and all around nefarious never do well. Setekawa taken as slain with bounty on his head. The bad news is the villain has been spotted again near Shishi. It was the springs and its residents were on edge. Good news is at least this means bounty should be active. Airvale told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't care even if they knew. It makes me sick. At least she's safe, and now you'll set things right. Or let's go and recover that bracelet. Oh, I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wuklamat. We must be mindful of how our actions might reflect upon her. Doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift that the lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dust Watch. Well then, that makes me think you're strong, really strong, are you? I may have saved the store on one occasion. You saved the store, that's a bold claim to make, but it's true, that certainly speaks to your strength. Curiosity has been sated, then please indulge me. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Oh, of late there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Ten Wawi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now that's really distraction is big business. No one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention the ones with the bracelet for blood in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place. I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. Something I'd like to ascertain if you've no objections. Right then, let's be off. Be back. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Alright, I'm back. Greetings to you, I can tell you ain't from these parts, which is just dandy. You're from across the ocean, am I right? Mar. No, not too far from the birthplace of cerulean technology, I'm guessing. It just so happens I got a little job that needs taken care of. And you're the prime candidate. You see, we got plenty of equipment that either extracts or ruins from ceruleum. Most of it was only built a few years ago compared to folks around here. I bet someone who grew up around machines like these could spot all kinds of flaws and whatnot. Do you think you could take a look? So cerulean gas is expelled at regular intervals. The apparatus is working as intended. The aerotic pump is functioning correctly at present, but will probably deteriorate in a few years. Large wooden barrels are used to transport ceruleum, although these containers are secure enough. Immense size and weight are what they can cause problems. So how did inspection go? Don't go pulling any punches now. Direct pipe will probably need repairing in a few years. I heard here pretty much any of the moving parts are bound to undergo stress and strain. Even if they look fine now, there's still a high chance of breakage in the future. You're right, the barrels are much too heavy. We use unique to transport our fines. With lighter barrels, less of a strain will be on our animals. As a relief, considering the difficulty we're to build, I'm glad they won't need preparing for a while. Well, in any case, I'm glad I asked for your help. Now all I got to do is put your advice into action. Admit it, but we still gotta learn about maintaining and improving our equipment. So thanks to you, we're another step closer to fulfilling potential. There'll be a stranger here. Alright. Where's the hunter when you need one? Oh hey there, do you say you seem like the wild critter wrangling type. What do you say to a little honest work? Stay down by the thrilling pits, we've got ourselves something of an infestation. It's really bombs to be precise. Now with them being the flame spewing explode at the drop of a hat, sons of salamander that they are. If they even got one into our fuel supplies, this whole place would be blown sky high. So recently I've always had a hunter friend of mine keep their numbers down, but he's temporarily incapacitated. I was thinking you could take his place. I saw there's a whole bunch of them a little ways south from here. Good hunting. Alright. Oh, shoot. Love how much Choco hits him with the Choco kick. Okay. Knock it down. Down there. And there's a way to get out of that. Well done, how many were there? Are you kidding? They must have invited every damn Abominous cousin to join the party. Sounds like you gotta go there just in time. Of course, calling them in the old-fashioned way is risky work, and it ain't easy finding someone with the necessary skills. I guess we better come up with a better plan to keep them at bay. In case you've done, that was a good turn, friend. I just knew I'd picked the right guy for the job. Okay. Seems those bandits have claimed this place for themselves. They've made no attempt to conceal the presence. How can the Dust Watch not have noticed by now? Question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackles there should prove a simple thing to use. Drop on anyone inside. If you go and have a look inside about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Bandits will not notice you here. You safely eavesdrop on any inside. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick up voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we've got a boss who can keep the Dust Watch off our backs hot. Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so, but who'd ever believe one of them sane souls is running in our crew? A drunk who bought your story about the gold shitting up back, am I right? As you lean in to listen, a familiar voice rings out through the wall. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut out your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Take me, I'll give you all back. I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture, most of all, you tell him he can eat shit. How about we give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. I brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet, beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. Goody, how are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, I'm sorry. Reckon we can find a sailor who won't ask questions for a song. Here's your reward, and don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss, thank you. I assure you, let's retreat for now. So were you able to learn anything? Their leader is the man of the Dust Watch. I'd explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please, and you say they give the bracelets to him. Seems like we have our work cut out for us to hear anything else about. Becca, that's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? You say they threatened to take him to speak with the vultures, their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash robberies and who's Tawi, but we also have, he has a bracelet. Shaving it with a bloodshed will prove difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. We need to get him alone. But you're right, if we confront him with his henchmen around, a violent outcome's all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. Small settlement to the south east of here. Lawatini Wasa, meet me and there, and I'll explain everything. Okay. We get word to retrieve the bracelet without conflict won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. That will avail ourselves of Kewi, dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's our breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the center of the female and eat. New ingredients and a bunch of sample their pieces that can create and extract resembles the scent when burned. And then lure the bandits out, flushing out the vultures in his gang. And while they contend with our flying friends, we can seek and search for the bracelet. Right, I must ask that you collect the extremement. While you see to that, I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. Before you say anything, I do not ask this because of an aversion to feces. It seemingly would be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these 3 pouches. See them filled and we will handle the rest. All these dinosaurs. I wonder if this is a reference to like old dinosaur remains found in this part of the Americas thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, I guess. This area the area, but see no signs of Yahi. That's sick. Gathered droplets. They did say dragon-like. Find a pile of Yahi cut droplets and generally scoop into your pouch. Finished already, are we? Excellent, this will do nicely. All that's left is mixed feces and tub cloth fibers. Dried no pella, tender root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Come on, let's get back to Planet 10 while yeah, we... Everything is ready. It's time to set our plans into motion. Our number appear to be gathered outside now. Inside now's our chance. I'll keep watching here. The attraction I'll leave to you. Toss it to the bonfire near the middle of town. While he said what will come soon after. Yeah. What's that smell? Oh, that reeks. What did you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Did something die? Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me. Where's the bracelet? Boss over there. Huh? What in the world? Going. Run for your lives. The pterodons. I guess they're called something else in the game, I think. So the smoke's what drew from Hero, so when I find out who did this. I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble time to retrieve the bracelet. Yeah, what's going on out there? Still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out of here now, they're gonna kill me. Begging you, please. Shh, they'll hear you. Shit, who's that? Are you gonna help me or what? That bracelet must wait, let's break him out and withdraw for now. All that effort not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I don't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. No need to apologize, we were planning to save you eventually. Really, and I don't even know who you are. You're secret admirers of mine or something? I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. Man, they called the vulture, I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer confronted in town? One and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That explains why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. Trying to get back something the vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after he bailed me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's heading there now too. We go together. I've scored a set with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. What will you tell us? Right, so those bandits at Donut 10, well, yeah, that they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just want to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mine concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. I see it by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. Made damn sure they did every time. Before we knew it, our small bandit friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then about a year ago, the vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. When he showed them how they could make it work easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers were nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who preyed on the people he was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Kiwi, Kana, and Lee Wine. We all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel, and he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd won. Rather. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charge of robbery. As if that wasn't enough, he said their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. Then walked away. There was no one left to help me. None of my old friends for the Daybreakers. It's really not the Dust Watch. That's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. It wasn't until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town than a vulture's minions caught me by surprise. He took me prisoners then, well, you know the rest. He said a Dust Watch would be of no help, or they worked with a vulture then. No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kemek, has an honest... He's as honest as they come, a staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting, doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chief, who do you think he'd believe? Well, if he knows where the vultures keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. Plan. All I ask is they hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at Shishi now Visa Springs. I guess we can do what. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. Give me a moment. Alright. Good you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Ro looks expectantly for we who yeah. Well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose an option for someone with authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels when no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of field to Tuliola where they're sold off. See, he stole a bracelet of yours, right? He knows you're on his tail. Chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he trusts a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting the bracelet out of his sight till he's got gold in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after who saw Tawi. I'm glad to see her more than an impulsive child. Oh well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. There's a lesson in that. Vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here over to Iwi Satawi would be ideal for that. I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. Using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if he says carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's been behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try, and that's when we'll challenge him to a duel. That approach didn't work out well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wrangle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and the old laws. Deputy Chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be raking the law by using firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, it'll be the end of the Vulture. Plan is not without flaws. What do you think? They let Zakoa have his duel. Thanks, I sure was lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. You're satisfied, and so am I. No one could count on you. I was seen in Tenwa Yawi, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the Vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to have overpowered me. Even if he suspects a trap, you won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to Iwasatawi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's get to it. Well, we're likely that Shitona is doing what's his angle. And then there's the brat. It's past time to dealt with him. What's this? Unfamiliar face in these parts of him. Have you needed the dust watch, sir? Wazako tried to rob you, but you apprehended him. I see so desperate was he to see his friends free from prison he turned to a life of crime. How awful. Yeah, my sincerest thanks, sir. My trouble you to take me to him. Is this the place? I don't see him. Oops, silly me, this is the right place. Let's see very well we don't. There's gold in these fields, blue gold. And best be worried the beasts in these parts that may prefer to snack on sterling, but for you I recommend make it an exception. This place then. I'm still learning my way around. This is some sort of joke of all the let's keep moving. This better be the place. Ah, now I remember. Patience was wearing awfully thin, sir. If he is in the next place we stop, and be forced to do something, I would both dearly regret. The ground is red as the earth, as red as the dirt. Unless you'd rather I feed you one raw needles and I'll cut the chit chat. I don't know if I've had cactus shit. Alright, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Sakawa? Tell me where he is or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness me, where could he have gone? That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, you were looking for me? Want to place me under arrest, you have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a sub by the time I'm done with you. Oh boy. Right, let's see.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
There we go.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Oh boy. You... Oh, come with... You would have had to arrest yourself.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear.
Oh boy.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Wahoote, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it.
Let Let your pistols do the talking! Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? Huh. A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this. Come on, Zekawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Sands. Crap. Got him.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ah, you're not such a bad guy after all.
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zekawa? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamott's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the Vulture.
Let's see. It ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. You finally said work and have brought him to justify your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Well, 99 now. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to Shishin Weza Springs. If you'll be staying there long, I'd like to give you proper things after I find my friends. We're planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. What's the... Say, aren't you the one who was stirring up a fuss in town not long ago? I could use a capable hand like yours if you'd be willing to lend it. Name's Tazahi. I'm not from around here, truth be told. I live in Lua Teniwa Wasa, but I'm helping here visiting my grandson. So excited to see him after so long, but then I spied him dealing with some unsavory looking man, changing unusually large sums of money. Confronted him about what I saw, but he'll say a little more than just a misunderstanding. The grumble as he changes the subject, but realizes he's studying. Could you see if there's anything to be done to help him? He's in trouble. I know it. Oh, a weight's been lifted off my heart. Bless you, sir. His name's Etsekawa. Last I saw him, he was heading inside this year's saloon. Latana Watka with a red cap. Pulled down over his face, covered those bruises. Most likely you won't miss him. When you face in town, what can I do for you? Thinks I'm in trouble. Thinks I'm in trouble. Does he? Then there he goes, jumping to conclusions as usual. I thought you'd be less of a hassle if I didn't tell him. Truth is, I've been helping other folks in town with their money troubles. Matter of fact, the man you saw leaving just moments ago is one of my clients. I should probably explain from the beginning. My work involves loaning guild to folks having trouble with point for one reason or another. There's a reason I don't lend them Pell, but I'll get to that in a moment. My family's lived here long before there was ever a town here. People moved in and they started expanding. Before long, Kameka's family approached us about selling our land. Around the time when trade overseas was gaining popularity, I had it on good authority that Gale was on its way to becoming good common currency here in the wild, so I decided to sell the land for Gale and use those funds to start my business. Sure enough, everything went as expected and the business is starting to do well. Now without trouble seeing as money's involved, but I never lent to any unsavory types. Why not simply explain all this to your grandfather? The whole point of me keeping quiet was so I wouldn't make him worry. It seems my silence only made things worse. Found himself in a real tight corner once. Feels what got him there. Now he wants nothing to do with this stuff. When I told him about my idea to sell the land, the moment Gil came out of my mouth, his whole mood turned sour. He said he'd put everything in my name, and whatever happens after that is on me. Not exactly easy to bring up my work when it involves one thing he seems to hate more than anything, but maybe it's time I change that. This job does more than just put food on the table. I might be able to help people help this town, but how do I get him to see that? I've got it. You're going to come and watch me work. Grandpa won't hear anything I have to say if it involves Gil, but he might come around to a first-hand account from you. So come and see what good my work does for Asatawi and how I help the people here. He did send you here to help me, didn't he? I promise to make it worth your while. Right then, before we get started, I should probably know who it is I'm working with. Jem, well Jem, our first job was to go and see a miner named was a pretty bad accident on the job a while back, had no money for treatment or much of anything. But so allowed him to go, he needed to keep on his feet. Now it's well past time he returns what he owes and hasn't said a word. He hasn't said a word. There's been time enough for him not to only return back to work, but also receive wages several times in fact. He usually comes here in town when he's not working and his shift ends soon. He'll be just outside of town for luck will catch him as he arrives. Okay. Probably play a little bit more before we take a break. Making good progress though. Explain yourself. What was it? Here for the money. I was going to pay honest. I just mixed up the dates is all. Can't we sell this later? I'm busy. I know you're lying, what was it? And you're not going anywhere until you look at me in the eye and tell me why you're late paying me back. It's obviously hiding something, but I'm not looking to start trouble. I don't suppose there's anything you can do to persuade him. Maybe a little flex to show him you're serious. You gads, look at those arms and those perfectly toned neck muscles. Fine, fine, just put all that away. It's all here and with interest. If you had the money, why go through all the trouble of avoiding me? But I was still on the men, and my lady friend took really good care of me. See, I wanted to buy her something fancy to thank her, and well. And I understand, really I do, but if you really want to make her happy, you need to get your life together. I'm willing to give you a loan one last time, but if we're going to have a long talk about how to manage your savings first. You're right, what good am I to her if I'm out on the street without a gill, or even a pill to my name? I'll give it some thought, and we can talk later. Can't blame him for wanting to show his appreciation to a loved one, but it's no excuse to get carried away with studying. What do you think of my job? The money I loaned him paid for his treatment and support him through his recovery. That has to count for something, right? Seemed like more of a happy accident to me. Well, they're always our next client. When you're ready, we can be on our way. Okay, let me go get the other ether current. Then we can continue. Yeah, we'll try to see if we can get all the ether currents first before we do all the quests. Oh, traveler, I wonder if while you're out exploring you might be able to do me a small favor. There's a cave network nearby where my daughter has gone to offer her prayers, but she's forgotten the all-important fish oil candle. I would take it to her myself if I weren't for this terrible pain in my foot. Oh, it hurts something fierce. It does. Do you think you could give her this candle for me? Something I can help you with. Came all the way to deliver this. I'm awful grateful to you and to my ma for realizing I'd forgotten to bring a candle. You see, these caverns are sacred ground where we come to pray to our ancestors and the more recently deceased. These flames provide a legal way to commune with the dead. Thanks to you, I can light a candle of my own and say a little prayer. Since you're here, maybe you could stand before the flames and offer a few words to your departed loved ones. It doesn't matter where you're from. Spirits are here, both living or dead. Welcome back. I'm guessing you were able to find my daughter no down her usual spot. Never was one to do things the easy way, you know, as much as a stickler for tradition as she is. She actually works for a railroad company. So I got to hand it to her. She manages to work towards a promising future without losing sight of her roots. I am sure I'm proud of her. But don't tell her I said that. Well, you wouldn't want her getting a big head for nothing. Well, saved me and that daughter of mine taking up enough of your time, but it was awful nice meeting you. Thanks a million for helping us out. Alright. Play a little more before we break. My bracelet, thank you so much. This is more than just a gift, it's part of me I could have never hoped to replace. Truly, Wilkelmaz blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you continue to do so. I can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. Easy claim to make without gift to hindsight. There you are, the real Daybreakers have arrived. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Kiwi Kana and Lee Want Wine. If it wasn't for you believing in Sakowa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. No idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard we had to put behind bars. I never gave up hope that Sakowa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Fortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking strength besides, so not lives might see it as an easy target. I see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dust Watch a slip to Daybreakers, will be there. Trained day and night, so no one will get the better of us ever again, isn't that right? Right, and you'll teach us how you draw your pistols so fast, won't you? But we won't need to do if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days we'll be sure to pay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. Excuse me, I should find a quiet place for us, and as I'll be here a while yet, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Are you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? I mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. Earthquake. It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you can speak with the station master yourself. Let's see that the station is just over there. Alright, I think I'm gonna go to Tilde Yolal, and then we're going to sell some stuff on the market board and then end the stream there. We made a good amount of progress so far. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll be off for now. Bye for now guys. The logo hasta luego, slongaful, and bye for now. Hasta luego.